there. Welcome to Product Marketing Maestros, Tales from the Front Lines. I'm your host, Nitin Karthik. As the author of the Amazon bestseller Product Marketing Wisdom, I've always found that real-world case studies are the true litmus test for the effectiveness of any product marketing strategy. And that is why in this show, we dive into the minds of industry titans, as well as rising stars, unpacking their expertise in action-packed episodes that showcase the power of product marketing through real-world case studies. And today, my friends, we are joined by product marketing maestro Tasneem Taherali. Tasneem is a global tech marketing leader with 20 years of experience, including driving growth through product marketing, brand strategy, and go-to-market leadership across SaaS, fintech, HR tech, and AI ventures. She has held senior roles at Intuit and ADP, delivering strategies that generated millions in revenue, expanded market share, and elevated brand perception. Today, she partners with B2B startups and scale-ups to refine positioning, accelerate adoption, and unlock commercial impact. A keynote speaker at tech events, a global mentor with Women in Tech, and a mentor with DIFC Ignite. She was recently appointed Product Marketing Alliance Ambassador for the UAE, blending global perspective with regional depth, translates complexity into clarity, and builds brands and products that resonate, inspire, trust, and deliver sustained growth. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Tasneem Taherali. Tasneem, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Nevin. It's great to be here, and thanks for the opportunity. I'm really excited to share my journey into product marketing and some of the learnings that have really shaped my strategy and narrative along the way. So thank you so much.
Absolutely. And I'm super excited, Tasneem. So today, Tasneem, we'll pick a situation from your experience and we will share that using the ABC framework. So we'll talk about the antecedents, what were the prior challenges. We'll talk about the behaviors, what were some of the actions that you took, and we'll talk about the conclusion, how the situation played out. So with that, Tasneem, pick a situation from your experience and tell us what were the antecedents, what were the prior challenges?
I'd like to talk about markets. Working in a mature tech market such as North America across leading enterprise tech organizations. From there, I moved where roles were well established. I moved to the UAE, which was very much a startup scale-up ecosystem. And the market needs, the organizational needs were very, very, very different, where the focus was really on immediate monetization. So in this sort of environment, product marketing was often or has still often been equated to demand generation, SEO, acquisition-led campaigns. The discipline of product marketing itself is very much unfamiliar to date, and that was the challenge starting off. So there was a great role and importance to build awareness for product marketing, the value that it brought beyond lead generation, and position it as a strategic function for myself and for product marketing itself so that it gains value. And in a market such as UAE, where product to market success, there's opportunity to improve, saw great value with product marketing coming into play.
Excellent. I love that. And you know, Tasneem, even though it seems like these challenges may be unique to our situation, I'm sure that there are so many people in the audience who may be struggling with these same challenges. So thank you for laying out the antecedents. Now, Tasneem, let's talk about the behavior. So given these challenges, how did that guide your actions that you took? Tell us about that.
I had to reposition myself as a tech marketer from a passionate product marketer that actually blend in brand and product marketing strategies to create value. So for example, for an AI-powered scale-up, I ran cross-functional workshops. The problem was that there was inconsistency in how the features were perceived and communicated to the end customer. So I ran cross-functional workshops, brought everyone to the table and worked on value propositioning, consistent value propositioning across the organization. And to get to that, I had to start with the vision, the mission, and the positioning, and then align on who were the key customers that we were looking at, because the messaging differed from stakeholder to stakeholder within the customer groups. So that was a great exercise, and that brought in alignment. And on another instance where I had to work with an engineer who was a CEO on a investor pitch, where I had to change the language, the narrative from engineering driven language to customer facing value propositioning so that it brought in investor comprehension and also buy in and funding. And in a relationship based market such as the Middle East, some of these efforts go a long way because it leads to referrals and it builds trust driven growth. So I'm really, really banking on that to propel this movement for product marketing further. Beyond this, I've also had conversations with accelerators and tech hubs to advocate for product marketing. This has been done in terms of talking about different functionalities of product marketing, positioning, value propositioning, and customer insight above all, and the value that it brings. So just to give you an example, product to market fit as a term may be challenging because everyone's very precious about their product and believe the product is going to be a success. Sort of understanding the cultural nuances and reframing some of those conversations around product demand assessment has helped gain founder and investor buy-ins.
Beautiful. Look at that. All these actions, I think there's so much that people can take away. Now, bring it home, Tasneem. So tell us about the conclusion, right? So we've talked about the antecedents, the behaviors. Now, the conclusion, how have these situations played out for you?
So some of the work that I've done has created referrals. And beyond that, a huge shout out to Product Marketing Alliance for bringing in the Product Marketing Summit to Dubai. That was the first ever Product Marketing Summit held in Dubai. So that created a bit of chatter and conversation around it, particularly among Middle East FinTech Association, DIFC. These are big hubs, groups that actually bring in a lot of investors and startups and scale ups. So it created a bit of conversation, and above all, it brought generalist marketing community, which were within tech, and product marketers together. So it's definitely created traction, conversation, and I honestly believe along with the support of Product Marketing Alliance, access to global peers and resources, and a very passionate and driven community in the UAE, I believe we can drive the product marketing narrative forward in this market and ultimately create the much needed roles for the market to succeed. So I'm very optimistic about that.
Look at that. Absolutely fabulous. So thank you, Tasneem. Now, Tasneem, if people wanted to learn more about you and what's next for you, where can they do that?
Follow me on LinkedIn, and I'll be launching a website pretty soon. So look out for that.
So wonderful. This was so insightful. So Tasneem, thank you so much for these absolutely fabulous insights. Folks, there you have it. Please reach out to Tasneem for more insights. And for even more insights, check out my Amazon bestseller, Product Marketing Wisdom, at productmarketingwisdom.com. And see you next time on Product Marketing Maestros.